Good morning, friends. Welcome back to She's At It Again. My name's Tanya, and I'm going to break up this video into little segments because there's periods where we need to be draining stuff, drying stuff in between, and I'm not going to leave the camera running for that whole thing. Nobody wants to sit and watch lettuce dry. So, kind of a I don't even know what you call it. Anyway, we're going to be doing, I'm going to be giving you some information today on how to preserve lettuce. Now, if you're like me, I'd rather buy romaine lettuce than iceberg lettuce. It just has more flavor to it. Something about it just is more appealing to me. I can do more things with it. It looks prettier when you serve things like chicken salad on it too. But when I buy romaine, I buy 3 heads of romaine in a package at our local Walmart. And they're about $3.50 for 3 heads right now, I think. But too many times I've taken them home, washed them. I usually let them sit in a sink of either soapy water or salted water overnight just to get all the bugs and the debris out of it. Let it sink to the bottom, rinse it real good, dry it. I'll put them in a Ziploc bag or a container and stick them in the fridge. But if I leave that root part on there, that's what's making it go bad. And after a while I figured that out because I bought a package. Because they were out of the regular kind of romaine that I buy, they had this pre-packaged romaine where the root end was cut off, and it kept forever. I mean, we go through lettuce pretty quickly, but there's just 2 of us in the house right now. But this stuff just seemed to last forever. It was kind of an anomaly, and I know there's no preservatives on it. So I kind of put 2 and 2 together and thought, you know what, maybe if I cut the root end off of my lettuce, maybe it'll keep longer. So that's what we're going to do today. It's kind of a I just ruined the end of it for you, but that's what we're going to do. So I've had this lettuce, I've had my 3 heads of romaine soaking in the sink for about a day and a half, almost 2 days actually. So this is some mild soapy water. I've used some Dr. Bronner's Castile soap in there, and just let it soak. And there's not a lot of debris in the bottom. Sometimes a bug or 2 will come out, but it's organic. That's what you expect. I mean, bugs like organic stuff because there's no bug killers on it. So anyway, this is all I'm going to do is take this. I'm going to take it out of that soapy water and I'm going to rinse it just like this. I'm going to rinse all 3 heads real well, and then I'll take and put them in this colander upside down so they'll all drain out. And I'm not going to leave the camera rolling while I do that. Nobody wants to sit and watch lettuce dry or drain. So I'm going to turn the camera off. We'll come back when this is dry enough where I can show you how I cut it. when your dogs love lettuce and you're chopping up lettuce, you have a captive audience. Okay, so I got impatient. I used a hairdryer and a rag, so I think we're good and dry now. Let me make sure that you can see all these. Yep, you can see my doggies too. So we've got most of the water off of these. I have these 8-cup containers, these clear containers with plastic lids, and all I'm gonna do is cut the base of this off. Just like that, just the little end of it. If you'll start with the end that you cut, put it in the container, you can kind of curl those leaves around in the direction that they go anyway, and it doesn't harm them at all. If your containers are shorter, by all means, cut your lettuce shorter. You can have one head go in one direction and one head going the other way. Sometimes they fit in there a little bit better. It takes 2 containers to put 3 heads of lettuce in. But see how good that fits in there? There's a little bit of water left in there, but not a lot of moisture at all. But when you get ready for a sandwich or a salad, it's so easy to pull it out. It's already washed. It's a time saver right there. Plus, just eyeballing it, you can look in the fridge and know if you need to go buy more. But it's just a super convenient way to keep this because there's absolutely, such a little amount of waste. Now what will happen here is I'll give my doggies these pieces right here of lettuce, and I'll go stick this part, the root part, in some potting mix and put it in my sunroom because right now it's too cold outside. It'll actually freeze if I put it outside. And temperatures get too low at night especially. But I'll keep this in the sunroom, and this will actually start growing leaves on it. Now sometimes it gets maybe this big and I can maybe have one salad off of it, but it's really just a matter of knowing that I'm reusing something that could have just been thrown away and wasted. I could have put it in the compost bin and still had use of it, but that just seems like a better use to me. So my dogs will be excited. My sunroom will be excited. It'll have some lettuce growing in it, and we've learned how to preserve this so there's little to no waste in what we have here. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. Just another little kitchen hack of just the kind of the weird way I do things. But thank you so much for sticking with me and tuning in, and I look forward to sharing something else with you real soon.